Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ATR's War Bedlam's premier wrestling podcast covering AEW to WWE. It is a great week, guys. We've got a big thing to talk about. That's right. Darby Allin is AEW champion. And that's right. WWE was ignorant enough to schedule WrestleMania 42 on the same week. Regardless, I'm Sam the SLB, future governor of NXT, co-host of ATR's War, ATR Rising Sun. And alongside me today is the man behind us, Wrestling's Nostradamus. Sorry, I said I'm future governor. Scott is the governor of NXT. And Scott.
Oh man, I'm like, I had the line teed up for you. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean soon to be? Like maybe next year, sir.
I need to rewrite this while we do this. Anyways.
But yes, we got lots to talk about. Obviously, we'll talk about Darby. We'll talk about WrestleMania 42. That's our big thing for the day. We have some 2K26 news. We've got some blood sport because we're gonna do Bedlam in the Bank tonight. So that way we'll figure out who's gonna be the challenger. Because let's look at it this way. I need a miracle to tie Ethan to take the Bedlam Media Championship. So we'll see what happens. But lots to talk about. I'm going to stop talking. So Sam can introduce the rest of our co-hosts.
All right, as well as the third man, the man in black, the main recipient of the beneficiary of the Clone Ethan 2026 campaign, my co-host from ATR Rising Sun and current Bedlam Media champion, Ethan.
Hi, guys. It's my third episode podcast this week, so go check out my hockey one from Wednesday this morning.
And of course, joining us once again, rounding out the cast, the Bizarro Dave Meltzer, the man with all the stats, my co-host from Review Realm, John the Statman.
That's highly offensive, Sam. You're stuck in your typical ways. You know, if you follow the Review Realm, you understand that reference.
All right, guys, before we begin, please make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. We have a Discord. Guys, WrestleMania weekend's upon us. We're going to be talking through the card. We're going to be giving our picks. I'm excited. I don't know, before we get into anything, how are we feeling about Mania? We got the card. We've got 17 hours, which is probably not even the director's cut. If this was another company, it'd be like 40 hours. You know?
This is true. I mean, they even blessed us with only a 3-hour pre-show this year instead of the 4-hour pre-show we had last year.
Bastards.
He's on AEW, Sam. Wrong bastard.
That's also very true. But yeah, the show itself starts at 6 p.m. both Saturday and Sunday. ESPN 2 will have the first hour of night 1, and then ESPN proper will have the first hour of night 2. There'll be 2 matches on both shows, but we'll talk about that once we get into our actual picks, which will be a little later in the show.
That's the unofficial pre-show.
Correct.
For me, it's been kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a weird build-up. But I would say I like last year's a little better than this year's.
And even last year's was a little
weird. Yeah. 2 years ago now, on the other hand.
That's true. That's true.
John, how are we feeling about Mania?
Kind of in the same boat as everybody else. I'm kind of like, all right, it's here. I don't know. I'm curious about it, but I think the card is kind of between the 2 nights is kind of all over the place. But we'll get there, of course. But yeah, I'm feeling about it, but we'll always watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you want my honest opinion,
always.
I mean, I think the card looks good. I mean, we say this all the time. I feel like the roster is more consistent than it was in the Attitude Era. Kill me in the comments. More consistent, so there's not there are a few people on here, like, whatever. But I think we got teased really early on with 2 matches, which, again, CM Punk, Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight title. I think that's the one that, we're going to start with that one. And I think everyone else is like, all right, everything else is like, whatever. Then we got Obafemi and Brock Lesnar. So
you want
those 2, and then...
I mean, according to Pat McAfee, the only match that matters is Cody versus Randy in night 1, because night 2 is going to be ass. There's no point of watching it, apparently. So, you know,
do you guys
bury your half of your pay-per-view, guys?
You guys want a hot take?
Oh, I like hot takes.
Brock, I've been more excited for Brock and Oba than the 2 main events.
I mean,
I am too. I am too.
Mhm.
Like Punk and Roman were up here with that promo, and it just went.
I mean, the promo work's been good between the two of them. They did I don't know. They did this weird thing where like Punk was all like,
I hate you.
yeah, they're all angsty with one another. It's like, all right, I get it. Yes, you hate each other. There's deep seated, issues. I get that. That's all good and fine. But the fact that he went for the throat in the beginning when he talked about Roman's dad, and I was like, okay, you keep this fire going, we're gonna we're gonna be fine. But then he backtracks, and it's like, who told him to backtrack? Because the CM Punk that I know would never backtrack. He'd probably double down and keep going. But he's kind of like brought it all back. And even this past Monday, he was just like, I'm ashamed of myself for getting to this level. It's just like, what? What happened to you? You're getting soft in your old age, Punk. What's going on? It's rough. It's rough to see. So I agree with you, Ethan, for that part. Like, it was top of the line. Like, all right, this is gonna sell Mania right here and there. And then all of a sudden, it just kind of came down. And then Brock and Oba, just the Rockets have been strapped. It's going to be great. It's going to probably be the shortest match of the night, or probably the weekend. But it's going to be the greatest hits.
Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar is like Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar is like Godzilla versus Kong, like level exciting.
I was waiting for I was waiting for John to make that reference.
Yeah,
but honestly, I'm all like, what Scott, me and you talk about this. I'm all for the world title main event, except for like the Rumble. There's times I'm okay. I think this year, now I know they're not doing it, but I think Oba and Brock should main event.
I mean, I think they're opening Sunday, so if you're not ending the show, you're opening the show, and I think that's the best way, especially with it being on ESPN, like proper ESPN. That's probably going to be, they're going to make that extra special. I still say it's going to be less than 10 minutes, maybe even less than 5, but it's going to be absolute balls to the wall the entire time.
Here's a prediction for you there, Ethan. Depending on how this match goes, Oba Femi will main event one of the nights in 43.
I agree with that.
Because this is like the Bret Hart Stone Cold WrestleMania 13 match before the Shawn Michaels Stone Cold WrestleMania 14 match. Like Scott and I and you, Ethan, we've been on board with Oba for a long time. Yep. And if he can work with Brock for 10 minutes, we know Oba can go longer than Brock can.
Yeah.
So if he can do this with Brock and put on a show stealer, he'll be in the main event picture next year.
Absolutely.
No statements. Oba Femi. Like, Paul, why you exaggerating his name, man? I never understood that.
I don't know.
Well, let's get into, we got a couple of news things we want to talk about, but before we begin that, we have decided, and by we, I mean I, because, we talked about it. I'm like, in my head, I'm just going to make the decision. Since I can't win a title, I can at least win the title of head of Peddler Media, and potentially a mid-lower card title. That is probably in the future. I don't know. I need something to make me feel good.
John's going to win that title.
I think Sam's got to crash out if that happens.
So, hey, my thing, you know what'd be funny? I was going to save this, but I think it'd be funny to say on the show. My thought was, as long as I kept losing belts, I'd get to the point where I have participation trophies where I still would somehow lose that. I think that would be hysterical. But regardless, I think it would be best we start doing these on our pick show. We start doing the Bedlam in the Bank on the pick show so we can get it out of the way.
Yep. I agree.
Fuck it. Do it during Mania week. Done.
Why not? And guess what? If the winner has it, he gets to pick their opponent. So, Ethan, you got the wheel up.
I do.
You want to give us a breakdown of what we're going to do and what's going on?
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
I like how John's in his full Defenders stuff. I love it.
The defending UFL champions, yes.
Yeah.
John's like, I'm ready. Sorry. So Bloodsport, there's 10 matches. With the Bell in the Bank, none of the 3 are picking. They're the wheel's going to decide their picks, and then that's it. There is a change. The motion we have a rule you can change your picks during the month, but Bet on the Bank that's voided. That's the only time you can't change your picks, unless there's an injury. That might be the only exception I might give.
I think when we did it before, if there was an injury or a change to the match was just tossed. Like it was right in the middle.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Because
You're right. Yeah.
It's kind of tough to.
Yes, I did forget about that. So basically, the wheel picks it. So I did get the first match. So and this is not in order. I'm just going by cage match. So all right. How are we doing? Is the Sam?
Yeah,
Sam
would you
go
like
first?
to share your screen because it's usually
shit.
more entertaining? Why don't you see the screen?
We got a phantom wheel rolling somewhere.
Ethan, can you please share your screen for everyone on the call today?
I'll share my screen, guys. Hold on, I'm gonna share my screen.
Can everyone hear me? Everyone can hear me, right? Cool. Everyone on the Zoom call. Martha, you need to mute your background. Somebody's talking in the back. Anyways,
this is new for me. Oh, the corner logo is covering Sam.
I was gonna say, like,
on,
we just talked about this before we went online.
So, John, this is what happens with Bedlam in the Bank. What we do is rather than choosing our, we do a wheel and we have the wheel spin. And then it is interesting because this is the first time we're doing 3.
Yes.
So I think Ethan's thought, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, is we're going to have the match and you're going to go through each of us. And you're going to be like, this is for Sam, this is for John, this is for Scott.
Yep.
Is that right?
So
All right.
Yeah, so we'll just do Sam, Scott, John. So, all right, so first match is Matt Mako versus Angel V, because I don't know how to say his name. All right, let's spin the wheel for Sam.
Spin the wheel, make a deal.
And, well, 2 of you are going to have the same guy, so.
Angel? Yep.
Angel.
Nice. We got a plug, too? Look at that.
Oh, you guys can hear that?
Yeah.
Yep. Whatever. All right, Scott, let's see who you get. Don't be like Johnny Hall. You spin me, baby, right? Okay.
Just went red.
All right, John, let's see if you clean make it.
Is it a clean sweep or is John the odd man out?
Let's see. I'm all in red here.
And he gets blue.
I'm blue.
All right.
Can't have too much red. You gotta even it out a little bit.
Okay, Eva Marie. All right, next match. Yuka Sasaki from Noah. Hell yeah. And against Joe Dasho. I don't know if I'm saying that right. All right, Sam. Here we go.
Also, I've heard rumors that Stone Cold is going to appear at Bloodsport this year.
He is.
Sure.
And Sam got the Noah guy.
I don't know if you saw the comments right now. We're getting guys, thank you for joining in. Green, the wheel is rigged.
Wheels rigged.
Oh, Scott also got it.
We're gonna have to. This
I'll
is what
have to shuffle.
You shuffle it quickly.
Okay, hold on.
All right.
There we go. Yeah, I forgot that was my fault. But
Oh, maybe
I'll
each
go.
time.
Yeah, that's right. I meant to, but too late.
Yeah.
All right, here you go, John.
You know what we've done before too. If there's a situation like this,
Dashu. Bless you.
the way Ethan, the way I did this before too is I would have maybe 4, where it'd be 2 for each.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but whatever. We're gonna go with this. All right, so next match, Zack Sabre Jr. against Ray Jazz. What a fucking name that is.
Reform Jazz. Let's go.
All right, let me shuffle these a few times. All right, Sam.
Ooh, that's a good pick. Damn. And also, as we're spinning, my friend
what's up?
popped in.
Shuffle again. All right, here you go, Scott.
Asking if beards are required for Above the Ring. Apparently
is.
It is.
It is now, guys. Anyone shaves, they're gonna be exiled.
That's right. Lisa, thank you for popping in. Appreciate you.
Shuffle one more time. There you go.
Look who just showed up.
Tino!
Hey, buddy.
And we're gonna get a first clean sweep.
I mean, this is probably like the free card of the bingo board. Zack Sabre Jr. Come on.
There we go. And that's the first time all three of you have the same one. So next one is Eric Stevens.
Hey, let's switch it up a little bit. Why don't you go John, Scott, me?
Okay. John first or Scott first?
John first, yeah.
Okay. Eric Stevens first. Let me shuffle this a few times.
Tino wants to know how he can apply. Do you want to apply for getting a beard, or do you want to apply for?
You gotta have a beard, and yeah, that's it.
Oh, he does. See, it's like he read my mind. He does have a beard. He's already in. No need to apply.
All I'm hearing, Tino, is it sounds like it's almost time to do another collab. Let's make that happen.
Who is next? Scott, right?
Yeah.
All right, and Scott's got Eric Stevens.
Okay.
Of Ring of Honor fame from 20 years ago. All right, go ahead. All right, let's see, Sam.
I'm probably losing that one.
Maybe. I know you're joining, Scott.
Same authorized.
All right, next one we got Mayu Yamashita.
God bless you.
God damn it! Versus Janai Kai. That's what I'm pretty excited for. Back. Come on, shuffle. Okay. All right, John again first.
Going back to the same thing.
Scott, you want to go first for this one?
Sure.
All right, here we go, Scott. You got the kick demon.
Okay. I like kicks. That'll work.
We'll go John next. All right, John, you ready?
All right.
Let's see if you get your red or you get blue again.
Looks like blue.
Oh,
not quite.
Just over the line.
Yamashita.
Has John gotten all blue picks?
He's got one red so far.
Oh,
that was
okay,
the same.
okay.
All right, Sam. Let's see. He's joined Scott again.
All right.
Sam just doesn't want to leave my side with these picks.
Clangy bastard. Shane Mercer versus Royce Isaacs.
I sent the clip in the chat earlier in the week, but who are all these fucking people?
All right, Sam's turn first.
I mean, honestly, like you're right. Like I think I've recognized maybe 3 names so far. I'm like, oh no.
Sam should know Royce Isaacs, and he got Shane Mercer.
So again, for those who are just joining, we are in the middle of our Bedlam in the Bank for next season. We did not do one this past year. Sam and I could not find time to sit down and actually do.
This is John's pick.
Spin wheel.
John.
So this year, essentially, Ethan has retained his title. Boo, sadness. So it is myself, Sam, and John doing our Bedlam in the Bank. You spin the wheel, picks the winner of that match. We don't pick anything. It's the chaos of the whole thing. It just makes everything much more fun. It's it's the Bedlam in Bedlam Media.
All right, next match: Masha Takada versus Pete fucking Dunne.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go with John first.
Oh, that name I know.
AKA Rayo Americano.
I know.
God.
I mean, it's working in AAA, so I mean, I'm not mad at it at all.
John got red.
What is really good about Bloodsport? I think I watched it last year, and I was talking to Ethan about it. It's a lot of like catch wrestling. It's a lot of like freestyle. It's if you want something that's a little more like base and amateur wrestling, it's a great show.
It's I guess for like people who don't watch it and watch like the WWE product, it's like NXT Underground on like speed.
This was Scott's pick, by the way. So,
okay.
And let's see if Sam completes a clean sweep for the second time.
For Pete Dunne.
No. Okay, there we go.
We're gonna have some broken fingers in this match.
All right. These two names John should know. Timothy Thatcher versus Charlie Dempsey.
Ooh,
That's what. By the way, they had a banger on Evolve a few months ago.
nice.
Shuffle. We'll go Scott's turn.
All right, I ain't mad at it, Charlie Dempsey. All right, feel like it might be his birthright to win this match.
All right, John, you're next, buddy.
Okay.
You're gonna
This
get the
is match number 6.
8.
Number 8. Wow,
Some red.
I'm behind.
So John's got the Evolve and Foreman. So
Is that what they call him? The foreman, not the general manager?
the Foreman, yep.
That's hilarious. I love it.
We got our.
Oh no, I'm all by myself on this one.
It's the reveal. We're Long versus Scott. All right, match number 9, the second women's match on here. Natalie Neihart
Yeah.
versus Shayna Baszler.
Ooh,
And-
that's right. I forgot this match. Was
Oh.
on. Ooh.
We'll go with Sam for this one first, and then John, you'll get the main event.
Shayna's not a bad pick.
All right, we'll go Scott now.
Come on, Natty. Let's go. Yeah.
Scott made an existence, and John.
Oh boy, I'm by myself on this one too.
And the main event, obviously, it's called Josh Barnett's Bloodsport, so obviously it's gonna be Josh Barnett versus Eugene Nagata.
What a main event there.
Right?
All right, John's first go.
Yep.
To close this one out, and he's going with the guy with the name of the show.
Now is he gonna book himself to win?
He's lost more than he's won. Honestly,
Really? Okay. I like
and he had
that.
one. And he had one time limit draw with Suzuki. We'll go with Scott now. And he's gonna get Nagata.
Yep. I'm okay with that.
And closed out down the bank. We'll go with Senor Sam. And he's joining his review for buddy. Scott, you went by yourself the last 3 matches.
I know.
He deserves it after that NXT win.
hey, well, let's have the record state that I am undefeated in both Bedlam in the Banks and cash-ins. So if I win again, then clearly it's just meant to be.
So this show's at 3 p.m. Pacific time, so that'd be 6 p.m. Eastern. So
Okay.
Honestly, Bloodsport does not go super long. It's like 2 hours at the max. So it should be over SmackDown, but I'll keep you guys updated tomorrow.
Nice.
All right. And we will be keeping an eye on that. Ethan will be tracking that, as well as the million other shows going on this weekend, as well as playoff hockey kicking off this weekend. So Godspeed, my good friend. You know what we need to do to slow this down quickly, though, Scott?
It's the time?
A pack opening.
I like it. We'll go with some WWE stuff from 2021, and looks like there's potential for some Hall of Fame cards in this one. So, figured that's kind of fitting for, the Hall of Fame and for WrestleMania. The Hall of Fame also starting at midnight Eastern on Friday night. I'm like, no thanks. I love you guys, but no, not gonna happen.
Fuck that. I'll be asleep.
Right? Well, it's 1:00 for you. So our first one is AAA's own Santos Escobar.
So who's getting surgery again, by the way?
Oh, is he injured again? God dang it.
No, he's fit. I think from his last surgery, something happened, so he's just getting fixed again. So
Oh, okay, fair enough. All right. So former NXT, I'd say a star. She's also in the Guinness Book of World Records for having one of the fastest matches in WWE history, Aaliyah. Let's see. This is actually a WrestleMania memorable entrance. I believe this is the one that she did with her cousin Snoop Dogg, Sam's favorite wrestler, who has the best theme in the whole world. Sasha Banks. I can hear him exhaling from here. This man likes to hurt people. I think he just signed a new contract with AEW, but it's Bobby Lashley.
I almost guessed Sean Benjamin.
I mean, that's very true. Sam knows this person is near and dear to my heart. My muse when I went back to college, Mandy Rose. A story where she was essentially thrown away, and she worked her ass off when she came back to NXT, became women's champion for one of the longest reigns ever. And it was motivation for me to finish strong, finish school. So it's not as, I'm sure the IWC will be like, ew, he's a muse. Like, shut up. So this next one, I believe, was called the best wrestling match ever or something. Actually, that might have been their Mania match, but it's Randy Orton defeating Edge.
No, it was Backlash.
And rounding out this one, oh, look at that. Perfect timing. Sam and John's pick, Timothy Thatcher. That's our first pack opening of the night. We do have two more if we deem it necessary.
All right. So I know we have to go through the Mania card still. We're gonna obviously end the show with that. That's our main event, if you will. I know there were a couple of topics we wanted to talk about. Scott, did you want to mention season 2 of 2K26?
Yes. So as we know, the 2K26 has changed how they do their DLCs. Now they're all premium season passes. There are 6 seasons, and season 2 just dropped this past week. So I took a look at it. I was part of the group from season 1 where 2K allowed 20 free tiers because of how ridiculous the first season was with all the tiers. So there's 40 more, but the problem here is that everything is considerably less fun this time around. It's a lot of frivolous stuff, and the one good thing, well, I should say there are some good things here. They've lowered the total from 800 XP down to 625, so you do level up a little bit faster, which is good. All of the DLC people have been thrown into the first tier of premium instead of being spread out over the first 20. So that's also a good thing. And they have given us more options to do, because there are bonuses inside there where you can get like 1.5 times XP for a certain amount of time. So there's more of those sprinkled in. So that's always good too. Helps you move along faster. But the problem is that on the premium tier, especially, they give you extra persona cards. And those of you who do play know that persona cards are stuff you can use, the wrestlers you can use throughout the whole game, no matter what. It's not stuck in one thing within the game. The ones that they have for season 2 are kind of like a cross promotion with Borderlands. So, which is kind of cool. They look really cool. But is it something that a lot of people are going to play? The internet's not very happy about it. So I'm hoping for better for season 3, 4, 5, and 6. But for right now, a lot of people, myself included, a little disappointed. But that's just me. Ethan, have you dove in at all?
No, not yet. But I did see a lot of people complaining about the Borderlands. I don't play Borderlands, but I'm not annoyed by it or anything. So
no, I mean, they look really cool. The entrances they have for them are fine. The one gripe I do have is that there's 2 for CM Punk. Like, why? You couldn't give us another person to, like, whatever. So, but that's it. That's that news. The game itself is still a lot of fun to play. I'm enjoying it. Now that the new season has started, it gives me another reason to start playing again.
Yeah. All right. And I guess we'll see what happens when what's the word I'm looking for here? Game of the Year edition comes out, because I know the only other Game of the Year edition I'm buying right now is going to Todd Howard's Get My Money tomorrow. Fallout 4 remastered. Regardless.
time.
did we want to touch base on Darby quickly? So I know that we're trying to focus on WrestleMania.
I mean, it's a big deal. And like you said at the top of the show, I mean, how dare WWE have a giant weekend pay-per-view when Darby Allin wins the World Heavyweight Championship?
So I was explaining this to Scott. Who here watched it all live last night?
I did not.
No?
I fished it this morning.
All right. I know he won the title opportunity at Dynasty, which I've yet to watch. Ethan, you can probably vouch for me where you're like, oh, wait, man, they're going to end the show. He's going to lose. And then they start doing this vignette where he's walking through the hallway and he's talking to Renee, and then Sting comes up and hugs him. And at that, I don't know about you, but at that moment for me, I was like, they're going to pull the trigger.
I said the same thing, Sam. Yep. When I saw Sting.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
For me, it was actually earlier than that at Dynasty when he said in Seattle.
Okay.
Because I thought it was gonna be a double or nothing, and then when he said he wants a spring breakthrough at for Dynamite, I'm like, yep, he's winning it there because that's his hometown. And then when Sting came out, I'm like, okay, that's definitely confirmed he's winning it.
When he was doing like the crying promo with face to face with MJF, I wasn't totally convinced yet. I said, all right, I don't know if they'll do it. But then when I found out that Sting showed up, I said, all right, he's winning. Sting ain't showing up. Sting ain't showing up for somebody to lose.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But
I will say I was shocked. I was telling Scott, so I made a short last night because when I had realized the bell rang and he started squashing MJF, I'm like, I need to drop something because they're going to change this. Like, I'm shocked. Shouldn't be shocked because this is long-term storytelling at its finest.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm super happy. I'm super excited. If we didn't have Mania, I think this would be our main focal point tonight because it is a big deal. Kudos to Darby. I think Darby, anyone can tell me I'm wrong. I think Darby might be one of the more consistent talents over there. He stays out of the bullshit overall. He's just, I think he's super talented. And he's believable. Sometimes, when they give promos, all right, yeah. Darby's promos are very believable, where I think he sometimes believes his own promos.
Like Eddie Kingston.
There's another one. Yeah, that's very true.
By the way, so Darby became a Triple Crown champ winner because he held the World Title, Team Title, and the Tag Title.
Isn't he the first one to have that?
I think so. I know Omega is a Triple Crown because he won the Trios Tag and the World Title. So, and I think Joe is too. There's a few. I gotta fully look. Dynasty. I'm not gonna run down the 13 fucking matches. So I'm just gonna do Ethan picks real quick. I would say watch the Young Bucks Okada Takeshi match. Darby versus Andrade is actually an Ethan pick. The World Tag Title match is Ethan pick. Women's title match, Kono title, and the World title are the ones I'd say go watch.
Nice.
And I will mention, honestly, that team title by congratulations Kevin Knight for winning the TNT title. And to catch Okada, double or nothing. Fuck yes. Let's go. Honestly, Ricochet being Jericho was a little surprising, too. Just right quick on Dynasty. That was
I did see something about that. I was like, interesting. He
With
beat him
the
with the lion salt.
By the way, I agree with Sam. He said the hot take, no title should be defended on the pre-show. I actually 1,000% agree. So, but in a Dynamite, he beat MJF at 2 minutes and 14 seconds, less than 5 minutes, and a lot of people were pissed about that because MJF kicked over the One Wing Angel and then to go get squashed again by Darby. Well, by Brody first time and then Darby the second time. So, honestly, good for Darby. He deserves it, honestly. And someone, I forget who posted this, and I do apologize, but they compared Darby's win to Mick Foley's, Mankind's WWF title one in 99 when it aired, 99. Take delay back in 98, technically. So
Darby screams charisma the entire time that he's been there. He's a lunatic, which he'll probably take that as a compliment. But he's been there since the beginning. He's put in the work. It's not very often now. I think AEW does something right in terms of booking. This was the right thing to do for him. I would agree.
Mm-hmm.
This weekend, we thought WrestleMania was big week. Well, it is, but we also had Rebellion last weekend too on Saturday. I'll run that down quick. And I'll give my ratings because before I forget, and then we'll get to Mania because it's Mania. Ryan MVP BD 5 on the pre-show. That was a really do not count match because of course, LOL. Exhibition Total Leon Slayer defeats Alexander 14 minutes 20 seconds. That's an easy pick 9 out of 10.
Nice.
Frankie continued to be Elijah 25 seconds 4 out of 10. Special Agent Zero defeat moves 11 minutes. That was actually a really fun match 7 out of 10. And a 6-1 tag team hardcore country match, the Elegance brand defeating Mickey James, Terrence Round, ODB at 11 minutes. I was honestly not a big fan of this match. 5 out of 10. And by the way, congratulations ODB for getting the TNA Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Nick Davis defeat AJ France 16 minutes. Actually, really fun match. 7 out of 10. I enjoy that. Aria Grace James knockouts over Langley Lee at 8 minutes 50 seconds. Thanks to side Brookside. I hated this. I hated this match. 3 out of 10. I did not like this one bit.
Fair enough.
With Ethan Pick here. Mustafa Ali wins the international title from Trey McGill. 12 minutes 40 seconds. 9 out of 10 as well. Good for myself. I haven't won the world title, but I'll take the international title right now.
Title's a title.
World Tag Title match. The System defeating the Hardys 10 minutes 25 seconds. And I got the Barrett Bronson title win correct. So that's my second TNA correction pick of the year. And speaking of Mike Santana, he retains the world title over Eddie Edwards, 19 minutes, 25 seconds. I like both for these guys, but I thought this match was super disappointing. It's 5 out of 10 for me. So that's your rebellion. And me and Scott tied somehow.
Yep. Actually, I think John and Sam were only 1 point behind us too, so we were all super close.
So me and Scott were 5 and 4, and Sam and John were 5 and 4, 4 and 5.
5. Yep. And that unfortunately pretty much locked Ethan in to being our Bedlam Media champion for next season. I need a clean sweep of both Mania nights to tie him, and then Ethan and I have tied in the past, and that didn't end up well for me. So
and then we did the tiebreaker backlash, and
then we still tied again. Yes, I know. We should have just done the Lake Cool route and just been dual champions the whole time. Split the title in half and just.
I think we actually did that. We're like, fuck it, we're just gonna split down the middle. Go Bell in the bank.
Well, we'll see what happens next year, especially if we have John. We're gonna have John from the start, so we'll see how that pans out.
Yes,
all on a clean slate.
Yep. Last
thing before we get to Mania, I know everyone's gonna have an opinion on this. Did everyone see the Nick Khan statement today?
Yes.
About WrestleMania next year?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah. If anyone hadn't seen it, Nick Khan pretty much came out and said WrestleMania 43 is happening in Saudi Arabia. Regardless of anything going on, they put it. I forgot. I'd have to find the quote. Hold on. Because I read it. And it's, you know what? This is what I'm going to say. It's not even just from a business perspective anymore. We can have this conversation about Saudi blood money, hold on. This is from F4W Online. Khan appeared on SBJCAA World Congress of Sports in LA on Wednesday. We brought up next year's show saying we're doing WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia. First time ever WrestleMania will be outside the US or Canada. We had a big fruitful partnership with them. So I think at this point, well, actually, let me read this one. According to Sports Tribune, who attended the event and provided the quotes found it here, Khan downplayed criticism surrounding WWE Saudi events, describing negative feedback as a vocal minority and reiterating that the company decisions are driven by ratings, revenue, and relevancy.
Yep.
I think at this point, blood money aside, the whole if all out war happens next year, or between now and then, are we still going to have WrestleMania over in Saudi Arabia?
I've said it before on the show. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out for them.
Well, if they plan on it, they just change it to WrestleMania USO and market it as a USO show. I'm not saying you should.
WrestleMania.
It's a war zone.
Right.
You know, I follow a lot of the international news. There's a lot of stuff I find, despite everyone's thoughts, X is really good with that kind of stuff, seeing live information. Saudi Arabia's been hit a couple of times with everything going on. They've had missiles come through. So you're like, all right, well, we got this going on, and we're still gonna have Mania next year. This might be an even worse scenario than when they shut the feed down and then kept all the wrestlers in Saudi Arabia.
I don't know. There's. I know it's a year away. I know there's a lot of logistics involved. Hopefully, there's no escalation in what's going on over there. But a lot can happen in a year. You know, you never know.
Yes. And I agree with that because it could end tomorrow.
Yep.
And we never talk about it again. However, to me, this says we don't need a backup plan. I think that's the big problem. I think it's we don't need a backup plan. Even though things are going on, maybe we should have something in the store. New Orleans, but I don't know. I don't know why. There are some things that really sour in my mouth. That one soured my mouth today.
Yeah.
So, anywho, nobody else has anything else to say about that. We can get right to the WrestleMania card.
Let's just go right to Mania.
Before we jump into that,
Mhm.
well, and part of that too, we have some comments in the chat I'd like to talk about for just briefly. So first, we'll have our friend Devin. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you as always. And then Lynette has lots of comments, and I like this. So her first thing, saying that Roman and Cody winning the main events of WrestleMania, asking if Bianca Belair is coming back, and will she come back at Mania?
I'm glad you brought this up. I have a theory for the women's title match, which I want to go first for that. For the Jade match, I want to go first for that one.
She's having problems with her finger, I think.
Yeah, she had hand surgery, I think, earlier this year, but it's been a really rough road for her coming back. And
I heard possible amputation is what I heard.
Did you get that from Coach?
From who?
Jonathan Coachman.
Oh, I don't know where it came from. That's just somebody said it.
Because he said that same fucking thing, and everybody laughed at him for 2 weeks.
Coach. Oh, Coach. All right. So, Lynette also had some Hall of Fame statements saying that she wishes Mickie James was in the Hall of Fame. I'm assuming she means WWE Hall of Fame because she is in the TNA Hall of Fame. I was actually there last year for it, so that was really cool. And also the eighth wonder of the world being in there by herself. Obviously, she's in there with
King Kong.
Huh?
I said King Kong.
Oh, Jesus. I know. There's many. Actually, should be the ninth wonder of the world because the eighth wonder of the world was Andre Giant, I believe. Yes, but I think this is where I think Lynette's going. So for China, I think as a single person, yes, I believe she should be in there as well. And then her last comment saying that they feel bad for the superstars that are going to be working on SmackDown tomorrow night and then immediately having to get dressed for the Hall of Fame. That's going to be a rough one.
We were there before 40. The three of us were. And I remember we were there for SmackDown. And then it was like, what? They gave them like an hour to prepare? 2 hours to prepare?
Not even, I think it was an hour because that ended at 10. And then the Hall of Fame started. Actually, I think it started right away. I think it ended maybe 10, 15 minutes later. And then it jumped right into Paul Heyman coming out and doing his speech. And then everybody pretty much bailed after that in the crowd because we were there until the end. And that was 1:15 when we finally crawled out of there in the morning.
Yeah, that was
rough.
Long night.
Jesus Christ. I remember that it was 2:15 my time. I'm like, I could finally go to sleep.
Yeah. So this year, obviously with SmackDown being a 3-hour show, Hall of Fame starts at midnight. So, and
no, thank you.
Well, I mean, that is midnight on the East Coast, so it's 9 p.m. over there, so it won't be as bad, but I'm sure they have an early wake-up call for Saturday, so it's going to be rough. But
Yeah, I remember a lot of fans left because they were going to like GCW and stuff, right? So
Yeah, because there are other shows that are happening too. So I mean, that's the good thing about WrestleMania week is that there's so much going on.
But is there
As-
next year?
That is another topic too. I don't know if we want to discuss that now or if we want to just jump right into Mania.
We can
talk
jump
about
right
that
into it
next
because we've talked a lot. We still have plenty to talk about. We have, as of right now, 13 matches. Was there a rumored 14th match?
I'm pretty sure we're getting a 14th match. We're probably going to get it on SmackDown tomorrow night. So I don't know if we want to just do the 13 and then just add the 14th or just say screw it, throw it in the bin. What do you
throw
guys
on the
think?
bed. I don't think that 14th is happening.
Fair enough.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's up the stakes. How about this?
Ooh, wait a minute. Okay, I'm listening.
Because if this is a tie scenario, if Scott wins both and it's tied, I don't know. How about this? You can guess if there's going to be a 14th match. And then you can give a pick.
Okay.
Okay, I like
Because
that
the
now.
champion is confident in his choice.
It's true.
The challenger is also confident. And I say, let him eat cake. So,
I
I've
do-
had plenty of cake in my life, Sam, but of course I'll have some more.
Who doesn't like cake?
all right. So let's start this off. Ethan, are you ready to mark these down? Because we're going to take longer than 3 minutes.
Thank God. Yes, I'm ready.
All right. First match, night 1, April 18th, WrestleMania 42. The Vision, Logan Paul, and Austin Theory taking on I Show Speed. No, and I Show Speed. I read that wrong. Versus the Usos and LA Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't care
I'm
about this match.
Yeah, I'm going to say, I'm just going to go with Usos and LA Knight. Because I do not need that celebrity win.
I feel like since Jelly Roll lost, I feel like maybe the celebrities are not going to clean sweep anymore. But I don't know. I feel like there's going to be some shenanigans, and I'm still going to go with the Vision and I Show Speed to win this match. This is also the first one that's going to be on ESPN too, so I feel like they're going to have extra eyes. Obviously, I Show Speed has a huge following, so there's going to be a lot of eyes on this. So to see him lose, I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen.
This is how I know I'm old. Because he has a huge following. And the only reason I know him is from WWE. So
I knew of him beforehand, but I've never watched any of his stuff. So
Yeah.
because I am not the target audience for I Show Speed.
I'm not either. I'm gonna agree with Scott. Unfortunately. And I don't care about this match. So
It pains me to have to pick a lousy piece of shit person like Logan Paul. And I don't really like.
He said this time, not me. Can't get at me for it.
I don't like I Show Speed either, but yeah, I'll go with them because I think the company seems to work against LA Knight.
Yeah, I know that hurts my soul too.
Adrenaline hurts my soul. Something, Scotty Street.
Need something to throw at Ethan.
Well, if you stop saying hurts my soul, I
all
stop
right.
saying
Are we
that.
good with the early bathroom match? I can't believe we're going to be watching the show and immediately have to go to the bathroom.
Right?
Granted, the next one is going to be this looks like
I
a
don't know
fun
how they're
time.
giving this away on free television. Like seriously, like there's no way this should be happening.
Jacob Fatu taking on Drew McIntyre in an unsanctioned match.
I'll go first on this one. Jacoby Fatu.
Jacoby Fatu.
I don't know. That's a tough one because either or could. I haven't been following these two too much right now, but I know whoever wins, I would not be mad either way. Yeah, I'm going to pull the trigger. It's going to be Jacob Fatu. Why not?
Yeah.
I don't want to talk for John, but I think we're all in agreement. I think it's all going to be Jacob.
Jacob. Yep.
All right. Up next, singles match for the Women's World Championship. Stephanie Vakir taking on Liv Morgan.
This match, this whole, honestly, like this has been like a sleeper build for Mania, because it started off like, okay, this is going to be interesting. I thought it was an easy way for Liv to, get back into the title picture and actually like have another title reign. But man, have these promo segments between these two women, it's gotten hairy. Like there's been like legit injuries, like with Liv and Roxanne both getting giant like shiners, hematomas on their heads from Stephanie smashing them both together. This is going to be a war. I don't even think it should be a match. This should be just a street fight, because these two are going to absolutely kill one another. And I'm this one sucks because it's so split. I think Stephanie's gonna win. She's gonna retain her title.
You know what? I'm gonna go the opposite, and I'll go with Liv Morgan. She just put out that horrible song and music video for Trouble or whatever. That was terrible. But I think
victory.
Tied to that, I was like, yeah, they'll probably put it on her. I think. That's my guess.
John gives the song and music video a 4 out of 10.
I mean, if I was to dump a title, I would purposely put out a trash track to aggravate people. I do have one question, and Scott, you might be, or Ethan, one of you two might know this answer. Has Liv touched the belt yet?
No. Oh, actually, yes. After she picked Fakir, she lifted it up, but that was it.
Was that this past week?
But that's normal. That's also that's true. That's right. The last thing. Well, I'm more concerned because the Queen Kathy Kelly was actually attacked during that fight, and that hurt my soul more. Ethan, shut up! Don't say it. Keep those hands down. But
don't worry, you already did it once. You already get one.
But Liv was like incensed. Like I don't think she had the title at that point because people were literally just pulling her down the aisle. But at one point, yes. But this week,
I don't think she did. No, this week.
No, she didn't this week. But I think you could probably say that Liv might have gotten the last upper hand. Maybe, I don't know. It kind of got pulled apart. So yeah, it was definitely entertaining to watch.
I'm going to throw all that logic out the window and just go with John. I don't know. I feel like Liv with the title, especially beating Stephanie. You know that crowd's going to be pissed.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm. And Liv's family's going to be there, by the way.
Ooh.
So, and I'm going with the review of Lamb. So, Scott, you're by yourself, buddy.
All right.
Squeeze.
It's all right. When Stephanie wins, then my clean sweep is still intact.
All right. Match number 4, a next women's match. AJ Lee taking on Becky Lynch for the women's IC title.
John, you want to go first?
It will be AJ Lee for the win. That's all I got.
Okay. I'll go next. Honestly, I haven't cared about this feud. And I think Becky's going to take it for the 3rd time.
I don't know on this one. I feel like this could go either way.
Kind of missed opportunity to have a submission match, though.
I think AJ Lee, because this is going to be her first Mania back, right?
Yes.
Yep. Why not? She's a crowd favorite, and I know maybe in a year it'd be good to drop it, or maybe you want the heat now so she can get the belt back. I don't know, or move her up to the women's title. But I feel like a win with AJ Lee would be give the crowd something to go home happy with.
Yeah. That's true. I know this one has been just a quiet feud. Like they've had a couple good off-screen promos, and I think they did a one or two that were pretty good in the ring. But this one doesn't have anywhere near the firepower that Stephanie and Liv have. I feel like AJ would be the correct call. So I'll go with AJ, but it's like a 51-49. I don't it could go either way with this one, I think.
Not gonna lie, I had to flip a coin for this match.
Seriously. like you're right. Like we could have spun the wheel on this one to make a pick, because God, it's
So yeah, I'll be by myself on this one.
All right. Match number 5. Wow, hold on. Am I counting this right?
Yeah, that's match 5.
Yeah, you're match 5.
Yeah.
They have 3 women's matches on the first night.
That is correct, sir.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
All right.
There are 4 women's matches throughout the whole thing.
Interesting.
And maybe a 5th if we have that last match.
All right. So the Irresistible Forces. I'm so fucking sick of that name. That's Andre. That's not Nia. Nia Jackson, Last Legend. What?
That's their name?
That's the
That's their tag team name. Yeah.
They've been calling.
Oh, God.
Let me clarify something. I actually have always enjoyed Last Legend. Nia, give or take. I don't hate her like most people do, but the Irresistible Forces, that's Andre's nickname. I'm just so sick of the recycling. But that's neither here nor there. That's everything. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, my girl, taking on Bayley and Laya Valkyria and the Bella Twins for the women's tag titles.
Put an asterisk on the Bella Twins for a second.
True, because Nikki's been rehabbing an injury, so they haven't been on television at all. So they still don't know if she's gonna go at Mania. So we'll see.
So it might be a game time decision kind of thing.
Oh, so it could be your best friend Hulk Hogan who comes out? It's the Bella Twins' best friend, Hulk Hogan.
That'd be a neat trick, Sam.
I'm alive, brother.
Death doesn't work for me.
Oh God. All right, Scott, you want to go first for this one?
Oh God.
All right. The process of elimination, people.
Okay, I guess John's gonna go first.
Yeah, we'll let John go because I need more time.
I guess the process of elimination. Hold on, I'm going real low here.
Same.
All right. If the Bella Twins, then I don't think it'll be them. And I don't think that the Irresistible Forces, that's a terrible name. I don't think they're going to retain. And I don't think Bayley and Lyric are going to win. So we'll go with Charlotte and Alexa on that one.
So it's interesting. I was leaning on those two. One, because Alexa's been my girl since as long as we've been watching wrestling in the past decade. I don't know where Bayley and Leah, like the Bella Twins, maybe if she wasn't injured, maybe they want to give them that one last run. Even though they were, they're in the Hall of Fame. You shouldn't be wrestling for titles, but that's neither here nor there. And I could see the Irresistible Forces retaining. But I like title changes at Mania. It makes me happy in my tum-tum. That's a Simon Miller reference. So, granted, if they don't win, what are the chances of those two turning on each other? Because for a while, it always gets teased with those two from time to time.
For Charlotte and Alexa?
Yeah.
They've kind of, I don't want to say buried the hatchet, but they kind of have. Like there hasn't really been any tease of a turn on one another. In the beginning a little bit, but not so much now. Like they're kind of just like we're best friends, not friends, whatever they want to call it. But they've been pretty solid.
Okay.
Honestly, all of these teams have been solid. So I don't feel like there's going to be anybody turning on anybody. So we'll see.
Do you want to put up what Lynette had said?
About
who's taking over for the Bellas?
That's also a possibility. Lynette saying that maybe the Kabuki Warriors could be the ones to take over for the Bellas. That is also a possibility. The other rumored match was supposed to be Asuka versus Io Sky. So maybe not. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
If
But
it's not
Lynette
Kabuki
also
Warriors,
is going with Lyra and Bailey to win.
if it's not Kabuki Warriors, I can see Judgment Day in that match.
That's true. You could have Roxanne and Raquel go after the tag titles again. I'm going to go with I hate to do this, but I'm going to go with Nia and Lash to retain.
Oh, for fuck's sakes!
I'm sorry, but Flair, Miss Bliss, Bailey, and Lyra have canceled each other out on Raw and SmackDown by beating each other in singles matches. And obviously the Bellas are questionable, so I don't think they're going to do it. So I feel like they're going to give Nia and Lash that moment and just absolutely, yeah.
Sorry, Sam, who'd you pick?
I picked Charlotte and Alexa.
Okay, so we're split down the middle. As I put in my notes, I'm going with the champs, but I wrote to save some room. I put if.
If is going to win.
The ifs.
The ifs, yes. That's what we're gonna call them on the show from now on. They are
the ifs. Yep.
All right. Match number 6 for night 1. Seth Rollins taking on Gunther in our first singles match that has no stipulations or titles.
This is a pre-Ethan pick.
And
this is the second time they faced off, because back in 2019, where Gunther was still Walter and UK champion, he beat him by DQ in England. I'll go first on this one. Do you know Gunther's 1 and 2 at Mania?
Yep. He's gonna be 1 and 3.
Oh, Scott made that easy for us.
I'll spoil.
Shit. You know what? I'm going with the ring general.
All right. I'll give you my reasoning why after everybody else makes their picks.
Really? Because I was curious about your reasoning before I made my pick.
Sam's got a copy.
No, I listen. I like to, because here's the thing. That is a stat I think is important. You know, same thing with John Cena. John Cena is the greatest of all time, but he does not have a good WrestleMania record. Mm-mm. He does not need a good WrestleMania record. Right. On the flip, Undertaker has the streak. He also held the title less than 5 times.
Yep.
And so far, I think a Gunther win at Mania needs to feel special. When the rest of the year, for him, he's king of the mountain. Right. I don't think I've seen him drop anytime he's lost the title. He's just like dip and back up.
Yep.
So, I'll go with Seth in that regard. I just talked myself into my own pick.
I will say, all right, there's no retirement in this match.
No.
And Gunther's had, 2 highs with the 2 people he's retired in just the last 6 months or so, if maybe less than that. So I'm gonna go with Franklin on this one.
Franklin Rollins.
Yes, Seth Franklin Rollins. I'm gonna go with, because there's nothing really at stake here. Gunther doesn't need it.
So now that everybody's made their pick, my reasoning is because Braun Breaker has been cleared, and Seth needs to be strong going into that feud. They didn't want to rush Braun and Seth for this. So I feel like if Gunther goes over, the only way Gunther actually would go over is if Braun screws Seth out of this, which is possible. But I feel like they'll have Seth Rollins get the win after coming back from injury. Like we all said, Gunther doesn't need it. He's like, his kryptonite seems to be WrestleMania, which is kind of hilarious with how the rest of his year goes. I kind of feel like I hope that's a continuing thing as his career goes on, is that he just always hiccups at WrestleMania. But I feel like Seth needs to be strong coming out of Mania. He might even get speared out of his shoes by Braun after this match. And I kind of hope that happens because that'd be a perfect way to lead right into Backlash. And then off you go for the rest of, the next 4, 5, 6 months, probably, as he continues to take on the rest of the division. And of course, once Bronson Reed comes back, they're going to have a feud with those two again. And then after that, then Seth can finally go on his merry way and not have to worry about the division anymore. But that's my reasoning why I feel that Seth Rollins is going to win.
All right. I'll take that. That sounds good. Well, let's talk about this next one, which I'm only reading the stipulation now, folks. So strap in. Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton with Pat McAfee on the side for the undisputed WWE Championship, where if Orton loses, McAfee will leave the professional wrestling industry permanently.
This is copy-paste from last year with The Rock and Travis Scott. It's exactly what this is, except they're actually doing a better job this year than they did last year, which is saying a lot.
Can I copy your homework? Okay, just change some stuff.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. That is the exact meaning for this. So I'm gonna, I don't know if this is necessarily a hot take, but it's a minority opinion. I think McAfee, what he's been doing has been spectacular for this feud. A lot of people are pissed because they're saying this is a TKO thing, and that, since he's on ESPN has the rights to the show, that this is just them flexing their muscles to have McAfee on the thing. Yeah. Everybody's also saying this is go away heat, all this nonsense that nobody really wants to be there. Obviously, that's wrong because people are continuously talking about this whole thing, how they don't want McAfee there, but you're talking about it. When you have go away heat, once that match is over, nobody talks about you until you show up on the screen again. People continually talk about this. They want to see McAfee get his face punched in, which I'm sure Cody's going to do. But Randy Orton's getting his 15th championship. It's going to happen. Cody's this reign that Cody's had has been meh at best. And as much as I enjoy Randy being the chaser when it comes to a championship, because normally his championship runs are not all that good, I feel like it's time to give him 15, let him separate from Triple H, establish himself as third all time behind Flair and Cena, and we'll see what happens. It's also kind of weird seeing Randy Orton being the chicken shit heel and not like the monster heel that he's been in the past. So it's a little bit of a different dynamic, and I'm actually enjoying it a lot. So I think there's a 0% chance that we get a punt in this match, and not by McAfee. So, yeah, I think Randy's winning.
I'm gonna say the stipulation that McAfee is permanently gone from the wrestling industry is interesting to me for this. However, McAfee doesn't need the wrestling industry anymore.
That's true.
He has a very popular show on ESPN, I think 5 days a week, that's doing extremely well. He does that live every single day. That's not easy to do. He has a family now. He doesn't need to do this. So that would be my reasoning. And Cody's, I like him, but he's stale as champion, for a little bit. So I'm going to go agree with Scott, and I'm going to say Randy Orton.
So I want to say Randy. I will say this, though, especially after the Adam Page thing, because it was one thing for Cody to do it in AEW. Like, all right, well, you're an EVP. You want to kind of make sure the company's successful, and you make that stipulation, but then you leave. So it is possible. The fact that they did it with Page, who's been one of their top stars, But WWE is known for doing things like this, and I don't think following through unless it's a retirement. Plus, I don't know how that would work if they wanted him to interview somebody.
That's true.
So if you want to make this slightly more believable, they probably should have done made this sound differently. Because leaving the wrestling, that's a very vague statement. So does that mean you can't have Cody on anymore? Does that mean although I think it'd be fascinating, and I think Randy is I'm saying, I mean, he still looks great. He wrestles great, especially at his age. But there's no way he's not going to sit there till he's 60 doing this. Maybe he does. I don't know.
I don't know. He said he wants to wrestle till he's 50, if not later. So
yeah. So I'm going to go with everybody and say Randy wins. However, if Cody starts getting go away, I do not want to see that I will not turn heel promo from AEW on WWE television.
Yeah, make it a clean sweep. This is the one of the matches I figure all of us would agree on, honestly.
yeah.
However, wouldn't it be wild if this is the one match we're wrong on?
I mean, it could be.
Could be. I think last year Scott got Cena was the one who got Cena right, so.
Yep.
Thanks to Fiend.
I mean, that one, you know what? I will say that was... And I have to go back and rethink about that. I was not upset with that choice. That, him winning and Cody... We can have that conversation another day because I know a lot of people still are mad with his heel turn and the heel start.
Yeah.
We'll have, in retrospect, we'll have to talk about that sometime.
Yep.
All right. Night 1 is in the books.
Mm.
Night 2, Sunday, April 19th. We'll all be in bed at a reasonable time because this isn't going to go till 5 a.m. in the morning. Oba Femi taking on Brock Lesnar.
Yes.
Match of the weekend.
I'm going to say it right out. I think Oba wins. I don't think at this point, as much as Brock is still a beast and a powerhouse, I don't know what him going over Oba does.
Yeah. I would say the same thing, Sam. I said this is a money match here, and the way they've been building it has been great. And I know Brock probably doesn't have a ton of time left. But either way here, it doesn't hurt him to lose this match.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't hurt his career in one bit, and it only pushes Oba Femi, who should have a rocket strapped to him at this point, if not already. It only benefits him, and it does nothing to hurt Brock. So that's why I would say this is going to be I hope this is great, and I'm going to go with Oba Femi.
I'm going to agree, Oba Femi.
I'm going to say this now, and I think you can quote me on this. I think Oba Femi is the last opponent that Brock Lesnar will ever have. Doesn't necessarily mean that it ends on Sunday, but I feel like this could be the thing to retire Brock Lesnar full-time. So you could string this out to SummerSlam, turn it into a retirement match or whatever. If you want to go that long, you don't have to, obviously. But I feel like he's going to have this is going to be like Undertaker and Brock, after the streak. And it's just it went insanity after that. I feel like this is going to be the same thing. Brock's going to get he's going to get squashed. I think it's going to be less than a 5-minute match. And then Brock's going to go absolutely apeshit on Monday Night Raw. And then it's going to turn into a war for the next few months. It's already been a war. If you've watched the promos, if you've watched the segments together, they've torn more poor security people apart than anything else. It's just, it's going to be great. I feel like this could be one of the all-time short feuds, match-wise. This is what Goldberg and Lesnar should have been. I feel that's what I feel like it's going to be.
Now, what are you talking about? WrestleMania 20 was a masterpiece.
I was like the first time, yeah. The second time, or the second and third time, were actually pretty good.
But I feel like these Oba's just. I hate stealing this from Carmelo Hayes. He's him. He's the guy who's gonna just be that next monster, and the best way to do it is to kill the beast, kill the next big thing, and become that next big thing.
You remember? I'm going back to Gunther for a second. Remember when he said Paul owes him a favor?
Mm-hmm.
You know what the favor is going to be?
What's the favor gonna be?
He's going to ask match for Brock and retire him there.
Oh, maybe. That is a valid point. I did forget about that. But if Gunther loses, then there's not really going to be any favors.
Well, if he wins, then maybe. But no, if he loses, then we'll just disregard this whole.
But that is a good point, Ethan. I'll definitely concede that to you. But I feel like Oba should be the one to put him down permanently. But that's just my opinion.
Okay, I figured this one was another clean sweep too. So
Free space on the bingo board, folks.
And this is your opening contest on ESPN on Sunday night too. So
oh shit, yeah, that's right. This one and the Intercontinental or the two.
Correct. Yep, the ladder match. When speaking of Hall of Famers competing for titles that Sam hates,
Raymond Mysterio.
Yep.
All right, 6-pack ladder match. Following that, Penta, Javon Evans, Dragon Lee, JD McDonough, Rusev, and Rey Mysterio for the IC title.
All right. Actually, I'll go first for the women's title. Well, you guys go first.
All right. There's a lot of good picks here. I would like to see Rusev. I don't know if they're gonna, because for some reason it doesn't matter where he goes, he gets done dirty.
Yeah.
Ray, I don't think Ray needs it unless they're trying to get him and Dominic to get into another feud again, which sure, whatever. Dragon Lee, I wouldn't mind, but I always forget he signed with them. JD McDonough would be fun. You know, we're gonna go with our boy, Mr. Bouncy himself, Javon Evans. Why not? I think he's been great since he moved up fast.
He did.
And rightfully so.
Yep.
So give Mr. Bouncy a title on the main roster.
I'm going to agree with Sam. I think Javon he's earned this at this point, and I feel like I love it. And I love Penta as IC champ, but I feel like this could be a great time for Javon to win the title, and then have a fantastic run as champion. If he does the open challenges or whatnot, that's fine too. But I feel like there's something very special with Javon Evans, especially with him being so young still. This man's got 20, 30 years in the business left in him if he chooses to. So give him that IC title. Let him run.
I think it's too soon for Javon Evans.
Fair enough.
I think so. There's somebody else on this card. You know, there's a lot of title matches on this, but it's my reasoning for it, because there's got to be an offset between changing titles versus not.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it'll be him. I don't think it'll be JD McFunko Pop.
That's great.
Probably not Dragon Lee. All right, so it leaves me with Rusev, Rey Mysterio, and Penta retaining. Rusev, yeah, they seem to not like him. I know they brought him back. So it leaves me with Penta and Ray. You know what? I'm gonna say Penta retains.
Okay.
That's what I'll say. Yeah.
I'm not upset with that either. Like, I think Penta's a great champ.
I'm gonna agree with John, but my honorable mention was Javon Evans. I would not. Honestly, this is the match. Sex losing the point, but this is why I'll be okay with losing the point. Honestly, this is a pretty even pick, but I don't see Ray winning it because he's held before, and yeah, Rusev, he pissed off the staff backstage for some. I could see Dragon Lee be the other honorable mention, but I don't know. He challenged for a couple of times. I don't see JD. I don't think he's ever gonna hold a single. I hope he does, but I don't think he will. Kind of. I don't know. It feels like they don't want to give him a singles title, which is weird. And then John's not fully wrong, but Javon not ready yet. But I mean, if he wins it, I'm not gonna be mad. So I'm gonna go with John.
Wrap rocking and see what happens.
Yeah, pretty much.
Japan. You know.
Yep. And I'm glad Sam brought that up.
So, all right. Did we go through this one? We all good?
Mhm.
Yep.
All right. Ethan wants to do this one first. Jade Cargill taking on Rhea Ripley for the Women's Championship.
All right. So I forgot the user who mentioned Bianca Belair, and the reason why I wanted to go first because
On that. Yep.
so I'm picking Ripley, but I would not. I can see the only way Jay wins if Bianca comes back and fucks over Rhea Ripley, and because remember last year she injured her finger, well storyline, so she can pay back for that. So I'm gonna go with Ripley, but I wouldn't be surprised if Jay retains because of that.
This is a feud I'm not too familiar with right now, but I will hop in. Think, Rhea winning a title doesn't hurt at Mania. Both her and Jade. Yeah, that's all I got to say there.
So you go with Ripley?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ripley's, believe it or not, she's gonna win.
That's something I would have said probably too, Sam.
It didn't happen.
And you know what? It is convincing enough for me to go with Rhea Ripley as well.
Hey,
Sorry,
Scott,
I heard Jonathan Frakes when he does that other show similar to that. It's not true. It's not real. We fact
Didn't happen.
I love that show. That was a good show.
It never happened.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. So Jade's got herself a little posse now at this point. Both Meechin and BFAB have taken the if you can't beat them, join them route. So they're now essentially Jade's lackeys. Bringing up the Bianca Belair thing is good. I like that, Ethan. That's some good quality stuff right there.
As a wise man said, that's good shit, pal.
But well, yes, but trying to keep it PG here. But I am anyways. I'm gonna buck the trend. I think Jade retains at Mania. Ripley's in her 7th WrestleMania in a row for a title. I don't think she needs it. I feel like the Bianca Belair thing might actually happen. And that would make a lot of sense. To have Bianca come back as a heel, I think would be fantastic. Because as a face, I'm tired of it. I don't want to hear it anymore. I want a new music. I want a new theme song. I want badassery out of Bianca Belair. So I kind of hope that happens. And if, I lose this, whatever. It's fine. I'm not upset with Rhea being a champion either. But I feel like it's Jade's time. Let her have a nice moment at Mania.
Jade's time is now. Rhea's time is up.
Yep.
Jade's time is now. You can't see me. Yeah, problem country.
Speaking of our host for WrestleMania, it's John Cena.
Oh, that just made me think. You mentioned this. Okay.
You smell burnt toast?
Nah, close enough. He is going to be the host. And as we know, hosts come out from time to time. And you know who also was confirmed to have a segment at WrestleMania this year?
Danhausen.
Danhausen.
So we're going to get a John Cena Danhausen bit.
Is he going to curse Cena? It's going to be great.
Holy fuck, that'd be awesome. Oh, actually, I did have. Remember a couple weeks ago, I said I had a theory about Cena in Mania.
Yes.
Okay, I'm glad Sam brought this up. Before the Danhausen thing, I thought he was going to AA Tom Brady.
I mean, that's true. That was another celebrity that was in talks of being at Mania with Brady after all the nonsense that happened online with him talking about how the wrestlers were soft or whatever else he said. So that's still a possibility too, but you never know.
Listen, I don't think people realize Brady is very well protected, and he can show up at WrestleMania and he will win another ring.
I mean, it is at Allegiant Stadium, and he's a minority owner of the Raiders, so
you don't fuck with the GOAT.
I mean, it's true.
All right.
He's got AM in a suit.
Yes.
All right. Next up, we got Sami Zayn taking on Trick Williams for the U.S. title.
Trick or treat, Williams wins. Done.
I still wish that this would turn into a triple threat because
Thank-
Carmelo Hayes got hoed. The man
Thank
got
you.
hoed out before this. He deserved his Mania moment. But I feel like, I feel like Trick's gonna win this too.
Yes, I am in agreement.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how long has Sammy had this belt? Because I feel like Sammy's another one where he's
Couple
right
weeks
in the title.
Yeah. Carmelo was doing his open challenges, and Sammy snuck in and won.
This
Thanks
goes
to
back
Trick,
to where
actually. So
this goes back to what I was saying about Javon Evans earlier, where his time is not quite there yet. However, Trick Williams, his time has come, I think.
His
Lemon
time
Pepper
came a while
Steppins are
ago.
gonna bring him to a championship.
You know what we gotta say though? The last couple of years, or a few years of NXT, they've had some fire talent,
Yep.
and it's so nice to finally see them move up. Because there was a period of time where I think Scott and I and probably Ethan were like, "Why are we sitting on this talent? They should be on the main roster by now."
Right. Yeah.
So, I too am just gonna say Trick. Why not? Is that everyone?
That's
Sorry.
everyone. Yep.
I blanked out there. All right. The Demon, Finn Balor, taking on Dominic Rey Mysterio. The moment I saw them bring back the Demon, I'm like, all right, that's cool. Demon's win.
Dominic Rey Mysterio.
Is that what he said?
That's
Oh,
what he
this is
said.
the thing. I missed it.
The Demon, Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio. I don't know why I said Rey Mysterio. Regardless, the moment I saw the Demon, I'm like, oh, that's a squash.
Yeah. Dominic has absolutely no chance in hell against the Demon. Bringing the Demon back for the first time in 3-4 years.
Yeah, since he humped the floor and then Roman Reigns magically.
Oh God, I remember that. Oh Jesus, that was so stupid. Yeah.
Okay, so we're on agreement. Balor, got it.
Yeah.
Wait, John, are you saying Balor or are you saying Dominic?
We'll say we'll say the Demon Finn Balor. He likes that butt. We'll go with him. I just remember him saying that. It was just taken so out of context.
Oh my god. All right, main event, WrestleMania. Woo!
Main event. I think this is a match that, love him or hate him, when we saw this is something I think that was a long time coming.
Mhm.
CM Punk, Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight title. Not that none of the other matches have ever felt big, but this is one that's felt bigger than one has felt in a long time. Which is weird because if you asked me 10 years ago, I would have laughed. I'd be like, no, it's not. CM Punk's going to squash this man.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. Who wants to go here?
All right, I'll go first. I mean, battling two part-timers, kind of.
Maybe they both lose and they both get the belt at halftime. Roman on weekends, CM Punk during the week.
Fuck it, double nutshot count out. Roman.
Yeah, I'm a big CM Punk fan. He's had his time at WrestleMania. That's why I don't feel like they'll pull the trigger on another one for him. So I'm gonna say Roman Reigns. Yeah.
I'm kind of torn because I want to say Punk, but what was his match last year?
That triple threat, Roman and Seth.
Yep.
And what was that for a title?
No, it may have been night one.
Yeah, that was essentially for Paul Heyman's soul.
Oh yeah, that's the Paul
that's
Heyman
right.
match. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the thing. I think if I was to give anything, yes, maybe he won last year, but I feel like he needs that win with a title. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Now, again, a little out of the loop here. So I don't know how this storyline is being played out. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go for it. Because what do I got to lose? Nothing. I'm already out of the running. I'm going to go with CM Punk.
If you would have asked me 3 weeks ago, I would have told you CM Punk, no hesitation. Mark it down. Roman doesn't need another title. He's beyond part-time at this point. No need for it to happen. But the moment that Punk started spinning around and kind of walking back the words that he has been saying, it's brought those seeds of doubt into my brain about Punk actually winning this match. One of my favorite things since we've been doing ATR was screaming from the mountaintops that Roman was going to lose the title at WrestleMania 40. I thought everything he did with the bloodline was pure cinema. It was great. There was no real bad moments until Roman lost the title. And then obviously everything that happened since then. I question if Roman needs the title. I feel like I won't say he's too big for the title, but I feel like at this point he's more of an attraction than a professional wrestler or a sports entertainer at this point. So does it warrant him being there? I like the fact that Punk's been around every single week. He's been doing the full-time schedule. He's been on Raw every single week. He's been on SmackDown a couple times also, especially on the road to Mania. And it's reminiscent of what he used to do when he was with the company the first time, before all the crap happened and he left. So this is a lot closer than I expected it to be, but I am going to still go with CM Punk to retain the title.
So all I've heard that everyone but me sucks at booking. Sounds good.
No, I agree with you, Sam. I said.
Oh, you said CM Punk? Oh.
I said CM Punk. Yeah.
What I said? I was just ready to just put the zinger down and be like, well, everyone. It's that whole that Simpsons meme. Everybody sucks except for me. Right. Well, no, Scott and I, we got this. All right.
This is what happened. I go on a long-winded thing, and Sam checks out. So sorry. I see how it is, Sam. I see how it is.
Well, I'm looking forward to this. We'll see how this year goes. I know everyone's like, you going to Backlash, Sam? It's in Tampa. It's like $100 for the back row. I don't know if I want to pay $100 for the back row, especially when we got TNA Bound for Glory coming down here. Not AEW, because AEW is not coming down here anytime fucking soon. But anywho, WrestleMania 42, guys. We have our picks locked in. We will be keeping track. This is the end of our season. Mm-hmm. Scott can tie. We can go to Backlash. Scott, we're a little over time. Why don't we wrap up with one more card pack opening?
Perfect. And because it's WrestleMania season, let's do a WrestleMania pack from 2020. Mania we were supposed to go to.
That was the year I was supposed to go to both Redneck Super Bowls.
That is true.
Sorry to hear that, Sam.
I had tickets to that, Ethan. Just so you know, I had tickets to that in like a month and a half before I went to Daytona. So I was like, cool, both Redneck Super Bowls in 1 year.
Yep. All right. So our first card for this one, Topps pack, is when Samoa Joe is still with the company, winning his, I think, his only U.S. title championship.
He had it twice, I think.
He had it twice. Okay.
Excuse me.
Oh, see, this was a great time going into. This was back in 2019. New Day going through the tag team gauntlet for Kofi Kingston.
New Day.
Let's see. Back for, I believe this is another WrestleMania. I think this was another pre-show match. Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder beating the Revival for the Raw Tag Team Championships.
That's a throwback.
Right? And we talked about him just recently. This was back on, let's see, February 25th of 2019 when Roman Reigns returned to Raw. I believe this was when he was in remission for his leukemia diagnosis. Ah, yes. It's time to give me what I want. Nice shiny
Oh my
card,
God.
too, with Batista
shiny.
coming when he came back and attacked Ric Flair, going into his retirement match. This card will never be deleted. Is Matt Hardy. And then closing out the show, we didn't talk about this. We'll say this. I believe that there will be a 14th match. I believe it's going to be Io versus this woman, Asuka. And I'm picking Io Sky to win that match.
Oh, I forgot that. You gonna go with that? Anyone else want to pick?
All right, fuck it. Give me EO too.
Sure.
Who did you say you think it was? It was gonna be Io and who?
Io and Asuka.
Yeah, you know what? Because I can. Why not? I'm gonna say Asuka.
All right.
There we go. Wait, hold on. Let me write that down. Just to be safe. All right. Wait. Who is Scott? Who'd you say again?
It's going to be Io Sky and Asuka. Probably
Yep.
for like, I don't know. It's probably going to be a Kairi Sane on a pole match. I think Io's going to win.
Okay, I had EO. Who'd you have, John?
Io.
Okay, and I know Sam said Asuka. So.
Yep.
All right, there we go. And that's WrestleMania, everybody.
All right. Time has come and gone already. We have anything else you want to touch base on before we sign off here?
No, I think that's everything.
All right, guys. Well, we will be watching live. Maybe Scott and I will hop on X and tweet from time to time.
Yeah.
But Ethan, tell people where can. Yeah, that was not English. Tell everyone where they can find you at, especially this weekend, going into everything going on.
Yeah, so Twitter has Ethan_Black15. That's my wrestling one. And then Ethan_Black ATR. That's my non-wrestling stuff. Check the episodes 3 and 4 of the hockey podcast as we are going in the playoffs for Stanley Cup starting Saturday.
Playoffs?
Playoffs. You know what I mean. AHL is still in their regular season till Sunday, so.
Well, no, I was making the joke of the football reference joke, but the playoffs.
Okay.
Jim Moore.
Sorry.
Now you're good. Stanley Cup playoffs do start this weekend. We'll know the full Western Conference by the end of tonight as we're live. But Keller Cup preview should be out sometime next week. So, yeah, you can follow me on those. And, of course, the ATR for Twitter and ATR's War and Rising Sun. And every website you fucking have a result site on. So,
Pretty much.
John, where can everyone find you at?
At John the Statman over on X. I'll probably do some tweeting as WrestleMania is going on. My friend Adam and I, who's in the chat, we'll be watching it in the movie theater. You can also find Sam and I doing album reviews over on the Review Realm. Have at least one coming out each week. Please go check us out. And yeah, that's it.
I also want to note that John and I have a week where there are 4 albums we have to cover at least. So that's coming up soon, and we're going to have a lot of music to talk about. Scott, where can people find you at?
You find me at Scotty J Stream pretty much everywhere. An announcement for Saturday at noon Eastern. I am going to be doing an all elite wrestling pack opening because, it's WWE. They can have the rest of the weekend, but from noon, probably until about 1, I'll be on streaming everywhere, just like we are tonight. We're going to open up some more wrestling packs. So I have a couple of boxes of AEW metal, and I also have a couple more of the booster pack that I got. So we'll open all those up together. We'll have some fun, and be a nice little appetizer going into WrestleMania weekend. So again, that is on Saturday, this upcoming Saturday at 12 Eastern.
And you can find me as the SLB Official. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and we have a Discord. Yes, I do the review round with John. I do ATR Rising Sun with Ethan. There's something else in there. Oh, yeah. go Bruins, even though I have no faith in them this postseason, and go
They
Pete
do.
Bruins,
So
because I have faith in them this postseason.
They got Buffalo in the first round, so you might have a chance.
Who?
Buffalo.
But Boston's got Buffalo, and that starts Sunday actually. So
Yeah, but then they got to play probably Tampa after that, and they usually have been losing against Tampa in the playoffs. So I don't want to put.
It's all right. Toronto's not in the playoffs, so it's a win already.
And also just for just bust John's balls, go Orlando. So 3-0 right now in the UFO. So I'm just on fire. It's gonna be a good weekend, guys. We're on all streaming platforms. Please make sure you find us on there. We can there's one you cannot find us on. We'll add ourselves on there. I'm done, guys. That's
He's
it.
frazzled.
WrestleMania weekend. We're fried. We're good to go. Definitely watch it. Let us know what you think. And as always, do not forget,